Hello, everybody. It's time for another Chuck Chat. It's August 19th, 2020. Always start off with a little humor, so here we go. Poor person's bored, sitting there watching TV, reading a book, taking a nap, and says, I'm so bored from being at home. And then there's a healthcare worker asking if you want to switch, wearing a mask and a face shield. Not saying it's hot, but I just caught a partially cooked fish. That's hot. That toilet paper you've hoarded is now our 401k. Where's Waldo social distancing? There's Waldo. The Weather Service has issued a third really status to the present heat wave. It's really, really, really hot. It's Mexico. They're ready to pay for the wall, probably to keep us out. COVID-19 update, no active resident cases or associate cases. I'll show you the COVID tracker in a minute. If we can maintain our success in tracking Westminster, we hope to enter into phase 2 of reopening in late October and November. Still in phase 1 through August and September. We need to see a trend down in our county and state to reopen further. This is the tracker. This is actually from just the other day, and you can see we've kind of plateaued, and the county health department's talking about this quite a bit. We really need to get down to these type of numbers before Westminster can reopen further. Cumulative cases in Texas, we're up around 540,000 cases. Cases at Westminster, since this all began back in March, 6 cases amongst the residents, all recovered. 13 cases amongst the associates, all recovered. We've tested 881. This is the way you're supposed to wear your mask. So make sure that you're covering your nose and your mouth. Don't wear it like this or this. It's not a chin protector. Even if you're wearing a mask, you need to social distance. Public service announcement. August 19th, question and answers. Do we need to social distance when we are wearing a mask? Yes, you must social distance when you're wearing a mask. It doesn't work one without the other. What is the current policy regarding visitors? Visitation is restricted to designated areas only, in independent living outside or inside at approved locations. Independent living residents are restricted to 1 visit per week, 1 individual per visit unless approved by the executive director or designee, so senior leadership. Hours for visitation, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., limited to power of attorney, spouses, partners, or significant others. Must be scheduled through the reception desk. Follow social distancing protocols, mask and sanitizing practices at all times. No eating or drinking with your visitors. Healthcare visitation is restricted even further to residents' failure to thrive diagnosis visits and end-of-life visits only. This is being done by the Division of Health and Senior Services, as well as the Center for Medicare Services and the Governor's Office. Can you update us on the Preston lobby and dining room renovations? Countertops are being replaced this week. The carpet will arrive in Austin in late August, which is about a week earlier than we thought. We should be able to start the carpet replacement by mid-September. We've been given 2 different types of face masks by Westminster. What is protocol for the mask and how long can they be used? Is it okay to use the same mask indefinitely? If you received a paper mask, they should not be used for more than a week and should be kept in a paper bag when not in use. The cloth masks are reusable indefinitely as long as they are in good repair and washed regularly with soap and water. If you need a replacement mask, please contact the reception desk. What is the status of sanitizing public areas such as door handles, elevator rails, buttons, apartment door handles, etc.? Common areas and high-touch areas are wiped down every 2 hours. There's a housekeeper assigned to each building daily to take care of these tasks. Housemen are also assigned to complete an evening round in each lobby. And you can help with sanitizing your hands before and after a task. If you're about to enter in the elevator, you need to sanitize your hands. If you're leaving the elevator, you should sanitize your hands. If you touch a doorknob, you should sanitize your hands. So Sanitize your hands before and after task. How about adding the Carlisle video feed to an in-house channel? Keep 1890, but add an additional channel to monitor construction. We're checking into this, but don't know if that's possible. We only have one in-house channel right now. We'll see what we can do. You can currently view on any computer, smartphone, or tablet using the links provided. And if you've lost those links, just call marketing. They'll be happy to get them for you. How will voting be handled this year? Kind of a continuation from last time we got together. The governor has extended early voting by an extra week. So we will have 3 weeks of early voting for the November elections. Ballots by mail deadline for receiving applications has been extended to October 23rd. Hand delivery of ballots to the Travis County elections location. The governor has extended the period to return ballots, and they are still waiting a directive from the Secretary of State on the confirmation of dates. When we have those dates, we'll pass them along to you. We will deliver ballots to the Travis County elections location via our drivers. We'll probably collect those ballots at the reception desk. Do we still have a community shred day scheduled in September? Yes, we do. It's scheduled for Friday, September the 11th from 10 a.m. to noon. So there is a community shred day scheduled. Can you show us the traffic flow on the campus after the expansion? Yes, I'm going to show you a few slides. So this is Jackson Avenue, and then of course Bull Creek. If you'll follow me, we're going to maintain that's one lane all the way around the Preston. This, of course, between the two buildings is 2 lanes between the Preston and the Windsor. There will be 2 lanes around the Windsor and all the way around the Carlisle. You can see there's a connection bridge that's going to be built along the back side of the Windsor. I'll show you that in more detail in a minute. That's the bistro kitchen, actually. And then we've talked about a connection between the Windsor and the Carlisle building. This is the driveway between the 2 buildings, the common space, Harrisville Hall's above this. You can see the restaurant extends into the courtyard, and then we have a corridor all the way around it. This is the expansion tower where it's constructed. You can see there's parking spaces, but no entrance into the parking garage from this location. The parking garage will be accessed through the current garage door. And for those folks, they'll turn left over here. So this is the tower garage, and this is actually part of the tunnel that we have today. It'll be converted, dug out, and then converted to additional parking spaces. Right now, some of our staff park in this location. I think Cassie's parking there. So this space will be renovated. We're losing a storage space, which eventually is replaced with an elevator to the tower, the Windsor expansion tower, and then we pick up a storage room here that will be used by food and beverage. You can see this is the pool area here. So you basically enter the Windsor parking garage and turn left to get to these parking spaces. Phase 1, Windsor, this is the Bistro Healthy Options Cafe. You can see the additional corridor that's being built between the Preston and the Windsor. So you'll be able to enter through this area and have access to the pool a little easier. The pool access is right there. The renovation of the bistro expands into the courtyard, and then there's a corridor that walks all the way around the new cafe bistro. And then there's a wellness lounge here, and then access to the gym here, and you keep walking, you can get to the Windsor building from there. Just a little bit better. So the wellness lounge I just mentioned is here. This is the corridor that we talked about, and then the access to the group exercise room is here. The pool, if you were wanting to go to the pool from the Windsor, it's access this way. So right there is access to the pool area. And this is the new gym, the new rehab suite. And then of course the nurse practitioner's clinic is right here. The new beauty salon is there, and access to the Windsor building goes right through here on the first floor. Around the campus, you can see that this shows the marketing reconfiguration, which was been completed. I know some of you are having difficulty around this corner, but this curb cut was what was allowed by the city. I'll ask them if we can have it cut back further, but the city had problems with that last time we asked. This is the main drive around the Preston, still one lane all the way to here. This is still 2 lanes between the 2 buildings. This is 2 lanes around the Windsor and Carlisle. You can see 2-lane drive as well between the Windsor building and the Carlisle building. This is the bridge that connects the 2 buildings on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th floors. And then there is a drive that goes around the north part of the Carlisle. This is our most north drive. And then the entrance into the parking garage for the Carlisle building, which has 297 spaces, is on the north side of that building. I'm not going to go over these slides because they didn't turn out very well, but basically it's just showing you where the additional Windsor expansion is, and then the Carlisle, of course. This is coming down Bull Creek from the north, and you can see that driveway that I was describing. This is the north entrance into our campus, and you can access the garage for the Carlisle on the north side here. And then as you go from the south north, this is the Carlisle building. This is the main entrance for the Carlisle building. 2-lane driveway, and then you go under this bridge to access the visitor parking. It's along the west side of the Carlisle and Windsor building, and then also there's healthcare center parking to the left here. Community update, Director of IT and Security position is being split into 2 positions. Danny will focus on IT for the community. Reasons for this is if you've been watching Westminster at all, you know the IT infrastructure needs more attention. It's a huge undertaking. When I started here, we had 18 computers. We have about 120 now, not counting touch screens and Wi-Fi and communication stations throughout the campus and all the other things that we plan to roll out in the next couple of years. We wanted to improve our speed of service and also resource allocation for IT. The growth of the campus and dynamics of the pandemic and the new reality that we're living in requires more structure and attention in security, including increased training for staff. So I think these changes will help us achieve that. Just a reminder, on Wednesdays from 2 to 4, we're offering community tours for our prospective residents. Tours will be limited to 30 minutes, pre-screened by marketing. We're asking all residents to remain in your apartments between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. on Wednesdays. Reminders also, just be careful of scams. There's lots of scams out there, including folks presenting as Apple computer experts telling you that they may make some changes on your computer. Don't let them do that. Please wear your name badges. Please maintain social distancing standards. Please wear your mask properly at all times. Please wash and or sanitize your hands often. If you have laundry issues, please call Connie at extension 2268. Garbage and recycle collections are only occurring on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Please do not place trash or recycling outside your door on other days of the week. Please use the trash chutes. Dining services update. We have added Saturdays to the little store hours, 9:30 to 2:30. So Monday through Saturday now. You can use dining dollars for anything that Westminster prepares. So items that you purchase in the little store that are prepared in our kitchen, you can use your dining dollars for. They have freshly prepared items, even cookies, which are supposed to be really awesome here. Carry-out breakfast is available from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the Laurel Dining Room. Just call 512-600-7332 if you're interested in that. Also, there's a carry-out to-go menu available every day for lunch and dinner. You call that same number, 512-600-7332, to get that service. There is a resident referral incentive going on right now. We have some small inventory apartments in the Preston building that we would like to move. And to help with that, we're offering a $2,000 incentive off of your monthly service fee for the month that a new prospect would move into our community. So if you have a friend that's a new lead or prospect for our campus, give them a call and let the marketing department know about it, and you could earn $2,000 off your monthly fee. Also, you may or may not be aware, we have a Facebook page, Westminster Facebook. You can get the latest news on the expansion construction, resident activities, Alzheimer's Texas fundraising, employee features, and more. Visit www.facebook.com/Westminster Austin and give us a like. Westminster Phonathon is taking place tomorrow between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So if you haven't been called yet or asked to donate, you will most likely be called tomorrow. If you would like to participate in the fundraising and be on our team, please contact Jamila at 512-454-2608, and she will send you a link to set up your own fundraising page. Construction updates, small electrical interruptions over the next few days, mostly on the garage, first and second floors of Windsor. So there's testing circuits to make sure that the circuits are indeed what they say they're supposed to be. We don't want anybody to get electrocuted, so they're trying to be very cautious. They're preparing for power transfers, which will occur the first week of September, as we abandon the old lines that are in the courtyard and the tunnel and move to the new lines that have been installed on the west side of the Windsor, so that we can start digging for the Windsor expansion tower. We have to move all those electrical conduits and water lines and all those things in preparation to dig one level down for that beginning the expansion tower. We're still about 4 weeks out on the healthcare center entrance shutdown. We're going to be shut down for about 4 more weeks while they finish that work. Hopefully we'll be able to use that entrance pretty soon. There have been multiple water announcements and issues that we've had, some caused by contractors damaging water lines on our campus, not purposefully, not maliciously, but accidentally. And sometimes the water lines aren't where they're supposed to be. So there's been some issues with that. Thankfully, we haven't had any significant water interruptions. We've been able to maintain all of our systems and services, but we are now making announcements when we're told to that there might be a risk of the water going down. Yesterday evening, there was an announcement made, but it was caused by damage created by the city of Austin for the water system, but it did not affect us. Our pressure went down a little bit, but we were able to maintain the systems. This is the most recent picture of the Carlisle digging, and you can see the progress that we're making. Again, you can watch this yourself. This is not a tower crane. It's not a crane of any type. It's a boring piece of equipment that's being used to break up rock and also to do some test borings. So don't get too excited yet. We will be installing a tower crane. It'll most likely be in this location though, and it'll be much taller than that. This is the Windsor infill that we're getting ready. You can see that they've been exposing the conduits and electrical lines and moving those items in preparation to start digging this area out. A pretty neat program that we're participating in, recycling computers, TVs, phones, etc. This is Dell computers that we're working with. They sanitize the data off the systems and then recycle, repurpose them responsibly. We've actually sent in about 84 systems, and this is a great program that we're taking part in, and hopefully we get to roll this out to residents in the first quarter of 2021. Lots going on with the pandemic, lots bad, but there's still some good things going on. We maintained 5-star rating for our 12th year. We've also achieved Excellence in the Workplace Award by Leading Age Texas, which we should receive in October. We turned in over $65,000 to the Alzheimer's Walk that occurred in the spring. It was back in March. It was virtual. Family Elder Care, 80 over 80. Outstanding Public Servant of the Year was Resident Senator Max Sherman, so congratulations to him. And Shooty Fath was selected as the 2020 Inspirational Senior Texan by Leading Age Texas, and she'll be receiving that award in October as well. We received a silver award for our annual report by Mature Media, 3 gold awards from Marcom for the annual report, the newsletter, and the book fair. Deficiency-free Westminster audit. We also had a deficiency-free 403B audit, 4 deficiency-free surveys in infection control during this pandemic, which I think is really great job for healthcare and assisted living. We also received a Fitch BBB rating and stable for us, even with the expansion and the loan that we just took out. We also just received word that we received the Platinum Hermes Creative Awards for our annual report. So congratulations to the marketing team for that. Stay strong, stay safe. Appreciate you all. Thank you for making Westminster an extraordinary place to work and to live, and I'll see you next time.